Hello, everyone. On the 16th day of December, I'm joined by an amazing team from 24 Days in Umbraco and, of course, Umbraco community, Jan, Christian, and Paul. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi there.
Hello.
I'm good.
All good.
All good.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of the December. That's exciting, and we've been discussing before going live with Jan at the beginning. It became also a kind of tradition for umbraCoffee to host you guys in this particular month, the special month for you as well. But as we passed almost half of the month, it would be also good to do a small recap and also maybe tease a little bit what's happening, what is going on your side of the story, and of course how it's going on your side. But how was your week when it comes to this smaller piece of December? Effective, busy? How are you doing through this December?
busy. I don't know why we ever picked December as the 24 days, because it's the last month you want to have something extra to do. So, but we've been doing it every year. So, well, but yeah,
kudos for that. Yeah.
It's hard to get through.
Especially in the times of yeah. What year it is? Can you remind us all? How many years are you doing? 11. Yeah, that's version 11, 11th year. Coincidence?
Yeah,
No, but it's a crazy month. Of course, we were following what's happening, and December is becoming. It's also both more chilly and silent month, but also there is a lot of things happening outside of the things that are easily to be seen. For example, I've noticed that Umbraco had a Christmas party yesterday. A lot of companies had Christmas parties, so it might be also less guests joining us today on the live show because it's still early morning for some of the countries after the Christmas parties. But it's also January that is sometimes the more silent month when it comes to activity after this craziness in December. But we'll see, and we'll of course follow up and try to recap everything what's happened. So tell us more and tell people more about 24 Days in Umbraco this year, because we've been discussing a new rebrand, a new theme. So how it was born, were there any challenges, anything else that is aligned?
Challenges? Well, no. It looks so polished on the outside every year, doesn't it? So
yeah,
there cannot have been any challenges. Well,
were there any?
Yeah, and I'm glad you put today's article on, because it's Lottie, and she's also on the team, and she's been working hard on some of the back end along with me. So yeah, we did a total move from the old Umbraco 7 to an Umbraco 10 this year. So so everything's new, actually, and of course we decided to redesign as well. So it was, for a long time, it just said in our project management tool, it said launch from move from V7 to V10, and if we happen to implement a new design, that would be nice. And everyone was just looking at it and saying, "Oh yeah, we will never do that." But thanks to Matthias Olin, who works here at Voxwerk, my company, we have got a brand new design with some doors, as we call them. And they fill up every day, a new one, and just a small thing, but designers, they have a tendency to make everything line up and stuff looks great, and it's just we have all these boxes down here. That's all the other doors for but every day there's a new door, and then it doesn't line up with 6 available in a row. So there's actually a good chunk of code that just looks, what day are we on? What's the pattern for remaining days? And it's something you don't look at, and why do we do it? But we do that because And
but you're not thinking about this kind of challenges when you are looking at it, right?
Oh,
And
no,
it's
no.
and especially if I'm not a designer either, right?
No.
But if I would be, it's like some really nice, cool challenge to face, because then it will be an odd number of days
Yes.
left, etc. So it's
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah.
But it looks great, and we've been talking about it with Callum and our guests so far in this month, that it's more interactive as well.
Yes.
Of course, you also included some other type of content, like this AI generated art and also tips. So that was the enhancements, right?
Yeah, the image started as if I recall the sequence of events correct. It started just as Matthias had found an image and put on, and someone suggested that, hey, is that one of those cool AI images? And it actually wasn't, but that spawned the idea of doing that. And then Matthias and my brother Nils started using all their credits on DALL-E to generate a bunch of images, all generated from, that's the line underneath them tells you what they put into the machine to get this picture. And it's been fun to see what comes up. Jan, how did the tech tip evolve?
The reason why we have the tech tips is because Sebastian's application mentioned that he would like to do an article about all these little applications and stuff that he uses in his everyday work. A few years ago, before COVID, Sebastian did a talk around all of this, and he had like a wheel of fortune, and someone would spin that wheel, and he would talk about whatever the wheel landed on, and he always thought that he should like blog about it, and then he thought it would be a good fit for 24 Days in Umbraco, and then the idea of doing a tech tip each day was spawned because he has so many. So that's how it was born and how it came across. And it's nice to have this little extra thing to serve yet another thing, along with the beautiful images and the article of the day. And also it allows for Sebastian to like write some really short tips, and sometimes he writes some really long articles about this stuff, which is great. And big kudos to him for actually doing 24 things in this month, because as everyone else, he's crazy busy too. So
I remember his talk about this particular topic, and it was always interesting, and it's still always interesting what tools are people using. And of course, in the new years and every year with new frameworks, new tools, there is always something new to check out, and it's great that he is sharing it. But yeah, we've been also talking about some ideas, some potential upgrades of the 24 days. And Paul, as we have you here, you are also doing a lot of activity in this month, all Umbraco Longs sessions, community quiz, and a lot of other things. Is there anything from here? Also, you've played with ChatGPT recently on YouTube. I saw your live stream out there. Are there any plans of making ChatGPT generated articles for 24 days next year?
Wow, it's interesting. I may or may not be writing an article. I may or may not have used ChatGPT for research.
Who knows?
No, who knows? But yeah, I'd absolutely love it. I'm not sure about like fully AI articles. My opinion on the AI articles is that you won't bother reading them. You just get AI to read it for you and just give you the bullet points. So you just may as well just get someone to give you the bullet points that they put in to ask for the article. So you just put out the middle AI.
Expired. I was going to generate an article right now for us. Let's do it separately. I will do some editing there. But that's exciting, and again, you're doing a lot of activity, Paul, and you've been also participating in the Secret Santa, and we've all seen We've all seen your gift because you shared it on Twitter. Tell us more. And are you going to ship the stickers? You will be giving them away on some events. What's your plan for distributing them again, or you want to put them all on your wall?
Well, I think I would like to get them out of my house. So if I bring them with me to any of the events, and if anybody is interested in a giant, like a seal with my name and the Umbraco badge, or perhaps my face,
that's good.
as what could be a stamp, then anybody is welcome.
Well,
but maybe just for your dartboard.
Yeah, but that's this time of the year. I was always surprised by the creativity of some of Umbraco community members. Last year, the puzzles with the picture, as we mentioned before going live as well. This time, some stickers, the Kim stickers, and also the other things that are flying around the web. So please, people, share your great gifts that you receive from Secret Santa. And we'll be, of course, following up on everything what's happening on 24 days tips and everything what you are guys doing, because there's still a couple days to go. So it's interesting to see what's left out there. If we can just invite people to follow, there's a Twitter account which is automatically tweeting this article every day. People are retweeting, so help also creators achieve and reach the reviewers and receivers of this content. And also, what I noticed this year, Script team is doing a great job on rounding up every week. And highlighting their takeouts from from the articles being released. So it's also a great shortcut for people who want to just catch up, see maybe if it's something for them. I really liked it because it summarizes the article with a little bit more context, but also for all the Script subscribers. And I hope that also for you guys, it's another source of traffic and another source
amazing. Have a look at that thing there. We love them. They're great.
They do such great work for us, and we are so pleased that they want to do this and help us promote this every day. They also do some really nice posts on Instagram. So if you follow them on Instagram,
yes, exactly.
It's we are really grateful for the collaboration.
Yeah. And Arnold asked about another collaboration. Can they buy the 24 days team coffee? and Jan, did you get the number 24 finally? Did you find it?
No, unfortunately, it was gone. So yeah.
Jan was searching for the 24th number of umbraCoffee coffee that was limited on UK Fest. Someone got it. But next year maybe some more collaborations. Who knows? Next week we'll be having Rune for the Christmas special episode, to which I hardly and strongly invite you all to come and join us with some summaries and highlights from this year, and maybe some crazy ideas for the next year for Umbraco community, because I think we will be trying to highlight them and also make some dreams maybe about what's next in the next year. That would be really lovely to have you as a community helping us out to maybe do something cool together, as we are all knowing that people are crazy creative amongst us here. So kudos to you guys for 24 days this year. Keep it up, and of course make it all polished as it is on the front, and still let us know if you can help to in any manner to reach out more people and in general people from Umbraco community to read more amazing content you share. And today's crossword is really interesting. So I still plan to do it at the end of the day today. So
we can say that at the time of writing this, at least 2 people have already completed it. Ravi and Rachel D, if I'm not mistaken, have completed it, and that's a little surprise for you when you finish it. So that's very nice. It's pretty hard this year, I think. I'm very, very pleased with the fact that it saves your progress in the browser, so I don't have to keep a browser window alive.
Come back to that easier.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, that's the plan for the rest of the day then, for people who wants to contribute. But yeah, of course, more to come, and the month is not over yet. So I hope that there will be something, and I'm sure that there will be a lot of interesting stuff coming up next. And yes, as I've said, the next week I'll be here with Rune, and we'll be summarizing the this week of 24 days, of course, and the rest of the Umbraco content. So yeah, that's this segment. This week, I wanted to say this year. This week we had also a couple of other interesting releases and mentions. I don't know if you've seen the new Razer cheat sheet being released this week. That's Paul has it already.
Printed it.
I've not laminated it yet.
Which version did you decide to print, Paul? Colorful, the grey one?
Yeah, I paid for the print. I paid like 100p. So I made sure it was the full color.
So yeah, for some people hit by inflation and issues, there's a black and white with just blue. But yeah, that's amazing. And again, I can't remember when, but we were talking about it's maybe a time for the new cheat sheet. There's a lot of cool things and changes inside of some of the extension methods, and we have it. And it looks awesome. Mm-hmm. And I've been seeing this amongst and across the offices around the globe. There is a lot of V4, V6 versions of it flying. Yeah. And now we have it all updated. And I will definitely use it. So it's
one thing that's very nice about it is that, for me at least, is that it has taken, when you have something like this, there's a clear what's that called? Somebody has taken the decision about how do we do this and how do we do that, and so that's because in Umbraco there's so many things to do, so many ways to do things sometimes, and it's and if you have something like this to refer to, it's very nice to say, okay, but we usually do this, but yes, you can do that, but for whatever reason, I think it's very nice to have something that looks like the truth.
The repo's got all the readmes for a lot of them as well, so it gives you a bit more information, a bit more context about each of them.
Yeah, that's correct, and that's also what I wanted to mention, that this is of course underneath the Umbraco docs. And I don't know what about you guys, but I love new Umbraco docs. I use it almost every day now. I don't know if it's because it's new, but I just go there and just try to get it from there and make sure that we are following the most updated versions of the documentations, which is also
because you find what you're looking for, that you're using it. That's actually why.
Or maybe I'm struggling with everything what I'm doing right now. Probably this is more.
I've been using it a lot lately because for the first time in 3 years or something like that, I'm actually writing a Razer again because I've been spoiled with just having to deal with writing Vue using Nuxt for rendering the websites because we've been working headlessly. But now I'm on a project which is old school or MVC only. So now I actually have to relearn some Razer. So this is really great, and it's great to see the updated documentation and kudos to the docs team who have been working really, really hard on making it happen. And I didn't know about the cheat sheet until just now, so that's something I'm going to print out as well. That's for sure.
Yeah, another kudos to the documentation team because it looks and works as it should be. So that's where it needs to be, and it's so helpful right now for all of the people dealing with Umbraco. So that's great to have it. That's documentation, that's cheat sheet, and a couple of the releases starting from Uskind for Umbraco 11. It was released this week, so the Uskind, the theme builder with all of its extensions, powers, theming options, and everything what we know from the Uskind is now also released for version 11 with the site builder. So I know there's a lot of projects using Uskind, so now it can be also used with version 11. And there's a new information how to install it, how to use it, and how to play with it in the latest and greatest Umbraco version. So that's the big one. There was also a minor release of using forms, and I particularly wanted to mention because I completely forgot about this subset of using functionalities for Umbraco forms. And as I was personally dealing with some Umbraco Forms migration recently, it was perfectly timed for me to remind myself that this exists and we can still use it for this particular migration. So now it has also autocomplete support in this recent version, and it should work on version 10 and 11 out of the box. So yeah, new version, new release from Kevin this week. And on the marketplace, there was 3 updates this week, highlighted by the most recent packages. Auto Dictionaries package got upgrade, so for making the more friendly, a more extended way of managing dictionaries, generating dictionaries for specific static content and pages. So it has new version, a new release to be checked if someone is interested. SEO visualizer from Marcus Johansson for SEO properties in Umbraco, and also from Marcus, last but not least, probably more known package, the dashboard. The dashboard package, who some of you have probably used, got released for version 11. So now I assume it can be also used for not only Umbraco 10, but also Umbraco 11 with the current version 11.0. And it was very heavily used package in a lot of solutions that I've seen, not only done by the teams I was involved in. Have you guys used it, the dashboard package from Marcus?
No. Yeah, definitely, I have. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. I talked about it in the Code Garden talk. Yeah, it's one of the base ones that you put in, and don't tell HQ, but you can also turn off the welcome dashboard instead. So put this one on instead of the normal welcome one.
But besides the initial dashboard view with the most recent updates, content being unpublished, etc., there's an amazing sub dashboard for developers section, which has all of the surface controllers, all of the inherited injections and overrides, which was also interesting to see. And I hope that Marcus also
as well. Yeah, I was looking at it. You can plug in your own things to show up in the dashboard.
Yeah, Marcus didn't share any screenshots. Maybe that's an idea to share it more, to have a visual representation of what package can do. But it's generally very popular, very heavily used, and I personally like it as well. So yeah, check it out for version 11 now. And some meetups and events quickly to be mentioned this week. Of course, it's all Christmas themed. So Paul, you had the Umbraco Long this week or last week?
Yeah, it's always the first Tuesday of the month.
First Tuesday. Okay, so it's
same day that Script usually comes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next week there are Christmas social in Wessex Umbraco meetup group, and also in Bristol at the same day. So the rest is postponed until the post-Christmas, post-New Year period. And there's also one bigger event mentioned this week from Umbraco perspective, which is Umbraco New Year reception. It's also a kind of tradition now that every year at the beginning of the year there is a live stream event straight from the Umbraco HQ members. And next year in January 10th, it will happen on 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central European time. So we can catch up of what was and is happening from the Umbraco perspective, and the registration is now open, and we can all register and add to calendar. So yeah, that was all from this week. So I think I might have missed something as usual. So people, let us know if there's anything else to highlight. And as I've mentioned, next week will be the last umbraCoffee of this year. We'll have some break for the Christmas period and the New Year. But next week we will catch up to summarize the year, and you are all, as a Umbraco committee, welcome to contribute and share your highlights. Share them either on Twitter or on YouTube in the comments, or just join us next week to join me and Rune to discuss the year. And yeah, anything from you guys? Anything to share or any more call to actions?
A shout out to Lottie and Dave, the 2 missing members here. Thanks for all the work you do. It's great. We're getting there.
And for all the authors and everyone who might be watching it.
Yeah. And a huge thank you to all the contributors of articles. It's such a pleasure to see all at first all the applications rolling in, and then to see that so many are actually carrying on through and delivering an article. And it's so nice to just sit and read through all those. Yeah.
And again, big kudos from outside to all of you guys for keeping it up for 11th year, doing
Thank you.
such a high quality work, and with the articles content. Of course, content is king, but it's very well edited, very well presented. The new website is awesome, and we can just wait for more articles, for more content to learn, play, and have fun. And we will probably all just jump off and try to solve the crossword from Lottie today. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me today. Have a lovely Christmas break if we won't see each other till then, and we'll hopefully all catch up in the new year to then call to new writers for another year of the series, and do some other crazy stuff around Umbraco. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, follow 24 Days on Twitter, and Paul and everyone else involved. And be sure to reach out if you have any ideas for anything there. Have a lovely week and see you